A weekend where 4 teams gets cut down to 2 here in the AFC. The divisional round contest is underway. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Jackson looking to throw right away. Completed to his running back. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that'll be 1st down, Baltimore.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in 1 play and keep driving that defense backwards.
They'll head up. And he's able to reach that midfield stripe after some solid running. Good rip on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Oh, the football's loose. Jets pick it up. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe.
Man, there is nothing like a defense taking the ball away for you. Right? It's all about the ball. It's all about, you hear me preach that all the time. Get the ball back. Well, they get the ball back with a little extra bonus on that return as well.
The Jaguars in a good starting spot for this drive. Coming up, 1st and 10. Here's Travis Etienne on the ground. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Second and 8. No luck on the connection. It's incomplete.
Hey, Mr. Quarterback down there, that's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage was waiting for it. QB super fortunate that ball wasn't picked. And incompletion, still pretty good for the defense, too.
Throwing is Lawrence on 3rd down. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked up by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to take over after the interception. Not the auspicious debut they'd certainly hoped for on that opening drive. The coverage, impressive, taking their first possession away with that interception.
Hey, it is tough to play a clean game in this league. The caliber of defenders are awesome. You just hope that eventual missteps happen at a less meaningful moment than your opening series. You don't want to make it any harder to get your rhythm and get your passing game going.
The dose of the hurry-up offense here. First down, here's Lamar. Finds him over the middle. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. They get 13 on the pickup. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field, but in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Andrews with the catch. And he's tackled for a short gain. Working quickly here. Jackson now on 3rd. And that one's incomplete. For now, he brings up fourth. Let's see what this penalty flag is all about. Well, we knew it, Brock, and now they know it too. That one was on their defense. So now then, after the penalty, this is first and goal. He brings it in. And he drives this forward to the 6. Offense up to the line fast. They'll send him up the middle. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
Well, you haven't given up the goal line yet, but this offense is moving closer and closer. Now might be the time defensively to get a little more aggressive, try to stick them with the loss, and make a difficult fourth down decision.
Jackson has it, third and goal. And he's got it. Tackle layout for it, but touchdown. The Ravens pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate. You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. But what makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
That one splits the uprights. And the Ravens will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10. First get on the ground to Jahmyr Gibbs. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, it's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And the Ravens are tackled just beyond midfield following the interception. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Lamar now from the gun. Complete out to the right. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. So that's the end of one in this AFC Divisional Round contest. Neither side separating much so far. Back to the bank in just a moment. Back at beginning of the second quarter, Ravens in possession. They've got 1st and 10 here, looking to add to their lead. Shotgun snap to Jackson. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it 2nd down.
Oh, that's like a good peanut butter and jelly sandwich. It takes both to make it work. And defensively, you've got to have that pressure up front. That's peanut butter. And then you'd like to have some jelly. And that was almost a huge play with an interception.
Blown back, gets the handoff. And they make the tackle at the 28-yard line. Offense in the hurry up here. They'll throw on 3rd and long. Caught quickly on the slant. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. They'll run it from the gun. And he's still looking for the play that sparks the ground game as that one stopped for a loss. On the quick hitter. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. He's got a man left. Still chances to get these final 4 yards. It's 2nd and goal. From the gun, Jackson has it in close. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. Working quickly here. Jackson yet again. And in for the Baltimore touchdown. He hung in there as long as he could. A lot of quarterbacks would have bailed out. And it was what you talked about, Brock, that courage that kept the chant for the touchdown alive.
Yeah, that touchdown's going to show up on his stat sheet making the catch or the quarterback stat sheet for making the throw. But, hey, can we put some touchdowns up there for the big boys up front? It was their blocking and buying of time for that play that led to the score.
Tucker adds the PAT. And the Ravens double their lead to 14. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Easy, read a 44. Hey, go.
I'll start on the ground with Gibbs. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Complete, it's Atwell. And he almost reaches the 45 before going out. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that's a Jaguar 1st down.
All right, let's go. 11. Here we go.
Again, left side for Gibbs. And he gets this one to the 49 on a solid pickup.
I got him.
Offense up to the line fast. This is Gibbs on 2nd down. He'll drive it forward, but won't get beyond the line. Giving that tackle to Kyle Van Noy. Nothing for him on that play as we've hit the 2-minute warning. Ravens bring an extra DB out there. 3rd down coming up. Out of the gun, Lawrence. And it's incomplete, so that's going to bring up 4th down.
I'm just going to say maybe not the guy you want to pick on the coverage on this particular series. Gets a hand on that throw and knocks it away. The next time, well, he can get 2 hands on it and take it the other way.
Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th.
Rip, 23. Go. 30 left. Here we go.
They're going for this. That's cut beyond the marker. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. It's a 13-yard pickup, and no worry at all on their side from being able to reach that marker on 4th down. That was impressive. First down now, ball at the 39-yard line.
Red on red.
Off the gut they go with Gibbs. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
Here's 2nd and 7. That's caught. Here comes Jahmyr Gibbs. And he'll be met near the line to limit the game to a yard. Chopping that play, Trenton Simpson. Throwing on 3rd and long. Completed to Hurst. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. The Jaguars are going to call their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. All right, I'll set up now. 1st and 10.
Hey, easy. Route.
Has it at the 7. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Well, great work there, Brock. They weathered the storm, and now they've gotten themselves right back into this ball game.
Anybody who's played this game has been here before. The game doesn't start the way you want. You're in a big hole, and all you can do is climb out of it. In the words of Pete Carroll resonate, it's not how you start, it's how you finish.
Little tax on the extra point. And the Jaguars chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. The clock reads 24 seconds now as the final drive of this half begins.
Go. Report. You.
Throwing now on 1st down. It's Jackson. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Throwing again is Lamar. Completed over the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Jackson, quick pass wide. And this almost ended worse, but it gets a yard out of it. Devin Lloyd on the tackle. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
No, we changed it.
Lamar throwing again. Hits his running back. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains. Just before halftime, we get a timeout. Take it. Ravens call in on Justin Tucker for the field goal. Just before halftime, we get a timeout. Take it. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. Ball on the right hash, 48 yards out. Pressure coming from the right edge, and they block it! They pick up the block inside the 40. That brings us to halftime. We'll get a break as our teams make their adjustments and then return with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a little bit. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. Half the battle complete, Brock, as we resume play here. A spot in our AFC Championship on the line. A touchback. Thirty.
11. These are 24.
Here's ETN to begin the drive. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
Hey, run!
From the shotgun, Lawrence. Short pass brought in. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Third down run by Gibbs. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the first down that comes with it.
I don't know what it is, Kate, but I love 3rd down runs. I really do. I know the receivers don't always like it because money down, they want the ball. But a 3rd down run for a first down can be so demoralizing to that defense.
And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Lawrence now off the play action. Finds him over the middle. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville first down.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Nate Wiggins getting up to end that play. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9. Now Lawrence on the play fake. That one's cut along the left sideline. And they get this down to the 28. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Red on the red.
On first down, it's Gibbs. And that run very short, only getting to the 27. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
Hey, Lion!
Off the play fake, he's going to throw. Hurst there to grab it. And they had that one contained right at the line. Tackled on the play by Marlon Humphrey. Finding Hurst. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's a Jaguar first down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. And man, did he make an impact play.
Easy, route.
They'll go right side with Gibbs. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Offense in the hurry up here. Another one for Gibbs. And he's in for the touchdown. The Jaguars cut into the lead coming out of halftime. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the fourth quarter that could go either way.
Little able to connect on the point after. And the Jaguars tie things up at 14. On now is Cook to kick this away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's brought down for a loss. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. They just get the play off. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's brought down after a short game. Only 1 quarter left before we send one of these teams to the AFC title game. It's still a tie ball game, 14 points apiece as we get ready for the 4th. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7.
Middle.
Give him 13 on that play. And that'll be 1st down, Baltimore.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
They send a receiver in motion right. Nice cut back to the right sideline. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down.
Forward.
It's a sweep. He pumps the pass forward. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
Well, I know this. This staff loves the athleticism and versatility he brings to the offense. That's not only as a receiver, but as someone who can take occasional carries and turn them into good yards.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. Give him 2 on the run. That's going to set him up with 3rd and 4.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
Completed to his running back. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that 1st down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down.
This is one of those real modest gains, Kate, that I like as a call. Adds just a little more variety to your playbook. Makes that defense wonder. Those guys on the other side of the ball think a little bit. This dude's not just a receiver. He may get in the run game as well.
And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
He's back to throw. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. That's a gain of 13, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Could take the lead with a field goal, Brock, but thinking touchdown here as they get set up 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Lamar now from the gun. And he finds him in the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens take a fourth-quarter lead. Exactly the play they were looking for, Brock. They saw it, and he put it right on the money.
Yeah, it really was a perfect play. This is what it looked like in practice, but more importantly now to get it done in game time, that's what you're looking for. Amazing when it all comes together.
Tucker able to tack on the extra point. And the Ravens break that tie and now lead by 7. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. All right, one more snap before the 2-minute warning. Handoff to Gibbs from the gun. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry. That's the 2-minute warning here from Baltimore. Jaguars down by 7. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Easy, read it, 44, read 54. Hey, run. 13, Luke.
Here he is to throw. Connection. Massive hit. The ball is out. And this is picked up by the Ravens.
You're using this play to try for a first down, but also set up whatever in your back pocket for third down. But you know what? Throw it all away. None of it matters now if you can't hang on to the doggone football. And the defense pounces on that one in a hurry.
And he made the most of his running room on that one, getting it down to the 27. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. They give it to him again. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. The Jaguars are going to call their first time out. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical third down.
DC, ready?
3rd and 4 coming up now. They motion a receiver left. A little touch pass here, trying to move the chains. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. So I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there. Making a really close measurement to see if he got the first down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. They'll come up 1st and 10. Back-to-back carries here. And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front. So it ends as a win for the Ravens. And they took care of business just as you'd expect a 1 seed to do. They're going to get to stay at home another week and welcome in another opponent with a conference title on the line.